It all began with a chilling rumor about a remote, abandoned convent nestled deep within the woods. Tales of anguished souls trapped within its crumbling walls, their tragic demise etching an indelible mark on the place, had circulated for generations. I never believed in ghost stories or the supernatural, but something about this particular legend intrigued me. Little did I know that my curiosity would lead me to a nightmarish encounter with the vengeful spirits. The convent stood solitary and eerie, seemingly untouched by time. Its once majestic architecture had surrendered to the relentless assault of nature, with ivy embracing the walls and the windows long shattered, like the hollow eyes of forgotten souls. As a paranormal investigator, I had been on countless expeditions, debunking myths and exposing hoaxes. But this was different. This was real. Joining me on this nerve-wracking adventure were my colleagues, each a skeptic in their own right. There was Dr. Elizabeth Walker, an experienced historian with a penchant for unearthing ancient secrets, and John Anderson, an electronics expert who could spot a trick of the light from a mile away. Rounding out our team was Sarah Hughes, an empath who claimed to sense the energy of spirits. Together we were a formidable group. We gathered outside the convent, our breaths visible in the chilly air. The weight of the stories we had heard seemed to hang heavily upon us, but we pushed forward, determined to uncover the truth. The heavy oak doors creaked open with an eerie moan, as if warning us to turn back. I took a deep breath, feeling a mix of excitement and apprehension, and we ventured inside. The interior was dimly lit by the waning moon's feeble rays filtering through the broken windows. The air was thick with an inexplicable heaviness, and a faint, sorrowful melody reached my ears. Ignoring the hair-raising sensation creeping up my spine, we pressed on, flashlights casting sharp beams into the darkness. Elizabeth, ever the historian, began narrating the tragic tale that had unfolded here long ago. It was a chilling account of nuns who had once sought solace and spiritual enlightenment within these walls, only to meet a gruesome fate at the hands of an unknown malevolent force. The details were shrouded in mystery, but the echoes of their despair still resonated within the convent's spectral confines. Sarah's face paled, and she clutched her pendant tightly, claiming she could feel a profound sense of sadness. John remained skeptical, dismissing her sensitivity as mere imagination. But I had a gnawing feeling that something far more profound was at play. As we delved deeper, the oppressive atmosphere intensified and the temperature plummeted, causing our breaths to form misty clouds. Strange sounds enveloped us, whispers carried on the chilling breeze, their origin impossible to discern. My heart raced, and I tried to shake off the fear, reminding myself that this was just another investigation. Yet the spirits had other plans. The closer we came to their resting place, the more insistent their cries became, a cacophony of sorrow and despair that clutched at our souls. I felt a sharp pain in my head, as if someone were trying to communicate with me, imploring me to listen. But the voices were muddled, like fragmented memories trapped in the void of time. At the heart of the convent, we stumbled upon a decaying chamber adorned with faded religious iconography. As we entered, an overwhelming sensation of dread washed over us. The spirit's presence seemed to coalesce, manifesting as ethereal figures in tattered habits, their faces veiled in shadows. Sarah's empathic abilities surged, and she fell to her knees, tears streaming down her cheeks. She revealed that the spirit's pain and anger had consumed them, binding them to this wretched place. They had sought vengeance for the injustice that befell them, a torment that had trapped them for centuries. Elizabeth, drawn to a collection of ancient manuscripts, began deciphering the cryptic writings etched within their brittle pages. Her eyes widened as she stumbled upon a chilling revelation. The convent had been the site of a heinous witch hunt, orchestrated by a malevolent clergyman who accused innocent nuns of practicing dark arts. As the truth unfolded, the malevolent force that had clung to this place stirred with fury. The spectral figures transformed into malevolent entities, their anguished expressions morphing into snarls of rage. The room grew colder, the darkness deeper, and a sense of impending doom surrounded us. Owen frantically tried to capture evidence of the paranormal activity, but his equipment malfunctioned, as if thwarted by an unseen force. Panic set in, and we knew we had to confront the spirits and help them find peace. Elizabeth, driven by a sense of responsibility for the souls she had uncovered, devised a plan to lift the curse. She believed that by exposing the truth, we could liberate the vengeful spirits. With shaky hands, she performed a ritual, invoking ancient prayers and imploring the malevolent force to let go of its hold on the souls of the nuns. The room erupted in a tempest of energy, the spirits' cries reaching a crescendo. But Elizabeth persisted, her voice unwavering. And then, in an instant, silence enveloped us. The spirits, finally free of their torment, dissipated into the ether, leaving behind an overwhelming sense of peace. The convent no longer felt haunted, but instead it seemed to breathe a sigh of relief, as if the weight of centuries had been lifted. We emerged from that forsaken place forever changed, humbled by the power of the supernatural and the unyielding pain that had bound the spirits to this world. In the depths of the night, as I lay awake, I could still hear their whispers, but they were no longer cries of anguish. They were words of gratitude, a testament to the redemptive power of truth and compassion.